The first sound is the drip. It's the only clock I have. A heavy drop of chemical water falling from a pipe somewhere above me in the dark. It hits a metal sheet. Clang. Pause. Clang. Then the air. You learn to taste it. Today, it's wet ash and ozone. It means the forges on level 8 are running hot. It means more poison raining down. In Hive City Primus, there is no sky. They say there is. Up. Somewhere past the metal, past the towers, past the people who live in the light. Here, there is only the sump, the bottom. And my job is to sift it. My designation is K88. I have a rake. I have a filter mask that doesn't fit. And I have a memory. A piece of blue glass, smooth and sharp, hidden in the lining of my boot. They say it's a piece of the sky. I think it's just glass. But I keep it. It's the only thing I own that isn't rust or grime. My other companion is the cough. It's quiet right now. A small tickle. Later, it will click. It always clicks. It's how you know the sump is winning. The siren screams. Not a warning, just a start. The sound is so loud it shakes the fillings in your teeth. My shift begins. 18 hours. I stand up from the damp floor. My back cracks. Every muscle feels like it's been filled with sand. The low industrial drone of the hive settles into my bones. It isn't a sound you hear. It's a vibration you are. It's the heartbeat of the machine. The machine is eternal. I am not. I take my place on the gantry. Filtration, level 9. A spiderweb of rusted metal walkways hanging over vats of bubbling green-black sludge. The fumes rise up hot and sharp. My cheap filter only stops the big chunks. The rest gets in. The air tastes like acid and spoiled meat. I grip the rake. The handle is wrapped in old cloth stiff with my own sweat and blood. I lean over the rail, and I begin to scrape. My job is to pull grime from the filter screens. The grate is a massive metal mouth, and I am cleaning its teeth. I search for scrap. Little teeth of broken metal. Gears, bolts, casings. Anything the machines can melt down and use again. I drop the scrap into a bucket. At the end of the shift, I trade the bucket for a brick of synth food. It tastes like the bucket. The rake screeches. A long, high-pitched scream of metal on metal. It's the only sound I make. I don't talk. The others don't talk. Talking wastes energy. We just scrape. Scrape. Sift. Drop. Scrape. Sift. Drop. The rhythm is all there is. My shoulders burn. The small of my back tightens. I shift my weight. I keep scraping. I found something once. A small, unbroken gear. It was perfect. The teeth were clean. I held it for a whole minute. J12, the worker next to me, saw me. He didn't say anything. He just shook his head. I dropped it in the bucket. It wasn't worth the beating. Nothing is. The vats below gurgle. A large bubble of gas bursts, spraying the walkway with hot slime. It hits my boot. I feel the heat even through the thick rubber. The man who worked here before me, K87, he fell in. I just got his rake. Hours pass. Or maybe minutes. The drip is lost in the drone. My hands are numb. My mind is numb. This is the goal. Numbness is survival. Then the crackle. The Vox speaker on the gantry wall. A metal mouth screwed to the rust. Its voice is rust and static. Lattice 4G. Blockage. Resolve. I stop. My stomach tightens. 4G. Lattice 4G. Always 4G. It's the worst one. The filter is half broken, and the sludge there is thick. It's heavy. J12 looks at me. His goggles are so smeared I can't see his eyes. I don't look back. I pick up my rake. I go. I always go. Walking on the gantry is like walking on a skeleton. The metal groans under my weight. Below me, the vat is a churning ocean of waste. I try not to look down. They say if you look too long, the sump looks back. I reach 4G. The smell is worse here. It's not just chemical. It's organic. It's the smell of decay. The blockage is massive. A thick, pale clump of something caught in the grate. My job is to clear it. I have to lean out. I hook the rake into the mass. I pull. It doesn't move. It's heavy. I brace my boot against the rail and pull with my entire body. The cough comes. Not the tickle. The click. A dry, hard sound from deep in my chest. It shakes my whole body. I taste blood and rust. I steady myself. I pull again. The mass shifts. It gives. It's not just sludge. The rake stops. It hits something solid inside the clump, but it doesn't make the metal screech. It's a dull thud. A soft stop. I scrape away the pale slime. My ration depends on speed. I should just push it through. Let the grinders below take it. But it's different. I pull the rake up just a little. The thing is caught on the tines. It's not scrap. It's not a gear or a bolt. It's a hand, or something that used to be a hand. It's swollen and white, and it has too many joints. A pale, mutated piece of flesh. I stare at it. It's not supposed to be here. Nothing lives down here. Nothing is supposed to. I hear the click again. My own. I shake the rake. The thing falls. It hits the sludge with a quiet splash. It vanishes. I didn't see it. You survive by not seeing. I go back to scraping. Scrape. Sift. Drop. But the rhythm is broken. I keep seeing the hand. I keep tasting the blood in my mask. The second siren screams. The end. The sound of release. My arms drop. The rake hits the gantry with a clang. I stand still. J12 next to me sags against the rail. He doesn't move. We don't speak. We just breathe the poison air for 1 second. A shared silence. The shift is over. My body aches. The walk back to the HAB unit will be long. The relief is just as exhausting as the labor. The walk is a descent. Down. Down, ladder slick with a film of grease that never washes off. Down iron stairs, where the steps sag groaning under my weight. Level 9 is the filter. The dregs are what the filter catches. We live in the drain. This is home. A pipe, a drainage conduit miles wide, long dead. We built our nests inside it, stacking them like coffins. The air here is thick. It's wet. You don't just breathe it. You wear it. It smells of damp rot, a deep, sweet smell like spoiled fruit. It smells of mildewed cloth, of stale, spilled synth paste, and of people. The overwhelming sour milk stink of too many unwashed bodies. The sharp metallic tang of sickness, a collective human fog that sticks to the back of your throat. The sound is a constant murmur, thousands of people stacked in the dark, whispering, coughing, crying, snoring. A low animal hum, and the dripping. Always the dripping. Here it's not the sharp clang of the gantry. It's a soft pat, pat, pat. Oily water seeping through 1,000 cracks in the pipe's ceiling. It lands on plastic sheeting, on rusted metal, on skin. You learn to sleep with it hitting your face. You just pretend it's rain. I've never seen rain. I push through a curtain of heavy, greasy canvas. My pod. It's not a room, it's a shelf. 3 high, 10 deep. I'm middle shelf. I crawl in. The space is just big enough for my body. If I stretch out my arms, I touch both walls. The ceiling is 6 inches from my nose. I can hear the breathing of the man below me. A wet, rattling sound. I can feel the warmth of the woman sleeping above me, radiating through the thin metal. We are not neighbors. We are just resource consumers. Bodies sharing a tiny pocket of warm, foul air. I sit. The adrenaline from the shift is gone. Now only the ache. I take out my ration. The synth paste. It's a gray brick stamped with a number. Cold. I peel back the wrapper. The smell is chemical, like a cleansing agent. I take a bite. It tastes like nothing. Like cold, wet chalk. The texture is gummy. It sticks to my teeth. Its only job is to stop the hunger pangs. It usually fails. A voice from the pod next to mine. A dry whisper. The water. It tastes wrong today. I pause. My canteen is half full. The water always tastes like rust and purification chemicals. Wrong is a relative term. How wrong? I whisper back. Oily, the voice says. Sweet. Sweet is bad. Sweet means a chemical leak from a level I don't even know the name of. I stare at the gray paste in my hand. It all tastes wrong. It always tastes wrong. I don't answer. Wasting breath. I finish the paste. I wait. I listen. The man below me is coughing. A deep, wet sound. Not the click. This is the rot. He will be gone soon. His shelf will be empty for a cycle. Then there will be someone new. When he stops, I move. My hand goes to my boot. The loose liner. My fingers, raw from the rake, find it. The blue glass shard. I pull it out. In the deep gloom of the pod, it doesn't shine. But I know its shape by heart. It's sharp. It's clean. It's the only clean thing I have ever touched. This is not a tool. It is not a ration. It has no purpose. That is why it is mine. I hold it. I turn it over in my fingers. The edges are sharp enough to cut. A piece of the sky. A piece of a place that isn't gray and green and rust. This is my secret. This is my humanity. I don't look at it for long. Looking invites wanting. Wanting is a luxury I cannot afford. I hide it, back in the boot. My hand is steady. I lie back. The metal shelf is cold even through my thin mat. My body wants to shut down, but the cough returns. It's not the gantry click. Here in the damp, it's worse. It's a rasp, a hook in my throat. My chest seizes. Click, click, wheeze. I stifle it against my arm. The fabric is rough. Making noise is dangerous. Making noise shows weakness. The man below me coughs again as if in answer. A symphony of the dying. Then a new sound. It cuts through the murmur. A shout. Mine. Give it a sharp, wet thud. A body hitting the walkway. It's close. 2 rows over. Another shout. A scream. A fight over a ration brick. Or maybe just a fight. Sometimes there is no reason. I hear them struggling, grunting. The smack of flesh on flesh. I can smell it. The sharp copper scent of new blood cutting through the rot. No one interferes. I don't move. I stare at the pitted metal ceiling of my pod 6 inches from my face. The sounds of the fight get worse. A desperate gurgling noise. I reach out. I grab the edge of my greasy canvas curtain. I pull it shut. It doesn't block the sound. It just blocks the view. The gurgling stops. The murmuring of the pipe resumes. I close my eyes. There is no rest. There is only waiting. Waiting for the next siren. I try to think of the blue glass. I try to think of nothing. This is not life. It is an intermission. I drift, not sleep. Just a lowering of the static. My lungs burn. I am barely gone. The sound tears through the pipe. The siren, emptying my lungs. The scream of the machine. It is time. My eyes open. It feels like I never closed them. Just one more cycle. The shift ends. The bucket of scrap is heavy. I carry it to the scrap heap. This is not a market. It is a cage. Rusted rebar and sheet metal built against the wall of the pipe. Inside the cage sits the gilder. We don't know his name. He's just the gilder. He's large, a soft, pale mountain of flesh in the dark. He is the one who weighs the scrap. He is the one who holds the food. The air here is different. It smells like ozone. a sharp, sterile electric smell that stings your nose. It comes from a generator duct nearby, sputtering and whining, leaking its energy into the dregs. It's a painful smell. It reminds me of the Vox speaker, of orders. It smells like power. I stand in the line. It does not move fast. The Gilder takes his time. He weighs a man's scrap, shakes his head, and shoves one brick of paste through the bars. The man starts to argue. The Gilder just looks at him. The man takes the brick and shuffles away, muttering. You do not argue with the Gilder. He has guards. And he has the food. I shift my weight. My shoulder aches from the bucket. My lungs ache from the shift. The click is there, waiting. I try to breathe slowly. My turn. I push my bucket onto the scale. The Gilder looks at the bucket. He does not look at me. He pokes the scrap with a metal hook. Slag, he mutters. Filth. He's weighing it. As I wait, I hear the voices behind me. One voice. It's a rasp, a dry leaf sound. I saw it, the voice says. I swear it on the Sump. This is not a normal voice. It's cracked. Old. I glance back. An old man. His skin is like dried leather pulled tight over his skull. His filter mask is ancient, stained, and cracked. He's a runner. A Sump runner. One of the lost. The fools who go down past the filters, past the maintenance zones, into the sub-Sump, the unmapped, collapsed foundations of the Hive. They go looking for salvage. They usually find death. But this one is old. That is strange. Saw what old man, another sifter asks. More spiders, or just the dark? No, the runner says. He leans in. Water. The sifter laughs. A short, ugly bark. We are drowning in water, fool. Not Sump, water, the runner whispers. Not poison. Clean water. The word hangs in the air. Clean. It sounds wrong. It sounds like a lie. I have never seen anything clean. The blue glass in my boot is clean, but only because I found it. The world itself is not. The Gilder hears him. He turns his massive head. Shut your mouth, runner, the Gilder growls. He's not looking at me. He's looking at the old man. You sell that myth, you sell it somewhere else. He turns back to me. He shoves 2 ration bricks through the bars. My bucket was worth 3. I take the 2. I do not move. It's not a myth, the runner insists, his voice stronger. I saw it. Far down. In a cavern the machines forgot. It shines, he says. It's blue, and it doesn't burn the skin. The sifter next to him is silent now. The line is silent. We are all listening. Clean water is a story to get fools killed. The Gilder snaps. He bangs his fist on the metal counter. A way to lose you in the dark so gangers can take your mask. Now move. He's yelling at me. I should move. I should take my 2 bricks and go back to my pod. I should sleep. I should wait for the siren. But I am still. Clean. It shines. My hand, the one not holding the rations, feels a phantom itch. The blue glass in my boot. It suddenly feels heavy. It feels warm. They say the glass is from the sky. The sky is blue. The runner said the water was blue. I feel the click in my chest. A hard, painful rattle. I choke it down. The cough. The Sump. It's winning. I look at the 2 bricks of paste. This is my life. Scraping. Coughing. Eating this chalk. Waiting to be the body J12 has to scrape off a grate. This is the cycle. The Gilder is right. Hope is a disease. The rumor is a lie. A trap. It's a way to die. I look at the ration bricks in my hand. I look at the dark, dripping tunnel that leads back to my pod. I think of the body below me, the one with the rot. I think of the hand I found in the filter. The Gilder said it would get me killed. He's right. I don't care. If it kills me, How is that different from this, I need to know. I need to see something that isn't rust, even if it's a lie, even if it's the last thing I see. But to go down, I need a guide, the runner, or someone he knows. That costs. It costs more than 2 bricks of synth paste. I look at my rations. My stomach growls. This is 2 days of life. It is not enough. My hand slowly moves, away from my rations, down, towards my boot, towards the only clean thing I own. I turn. I do not go back to my pod. I walk towards the old runner. The sump gate smells like burning oil, not the thin chemical smell of the forges. This is a thick, heavy, fatty smell. The smell of rendered animal fat. The smell of something stolen trying to be cooked. It curdles in the air, mixing with the sharp ozone from the Guilder's sputtering generator. The air is static. It makes my skin crawl. This is the edge, the line between the dregs we know and the deep dark we don't. The Guilder's stall is not a cage like the scrap heap. It is a throne. He sits on a pile of rusted humming machinery. A single bare bulb hangs over his head, casting greasy yellow light on his territory. He is fat. Impossibly fat for a sump dweller. His skin is pale and stretches tight like a drum. His mutation is small, almost hidden in the folds of his face. He has a third eye in the center of his forehead. It is closed. Sleeping. I did not go to the runner. The runner only had a story. The Guilder has assets. He sells passage. The crowd here is different from the scrap line. They are not just weary sifters. They are runners, gangers, scavs. They have knives worn openly. They have purpose in their eyes. They look at me and see only a victim, a dead shift worker. I keep my hands visible. I push through. I stand before the throne of junk. He finishes with a scavenger trading a handful of bullets for a stained bag of fungus. He turns his bulk. He sees me. His eyes, small and dark, register me from the scrap line. You again? His voice is a wet rumble. Lost. The food line is back there. No, I say. My voice cracks. I clear my throat. The click is waiting just behind the word. I need a guide. The Guilder stares at me. His thick lips pull back from iron teeth. Then he laughs. It is not a good sound. It's a wet, choking noise like the sludge in 4G. A guide, he sputters. A guide to where little K-Rat, the grinder. The corpse starch, vats. The sub-sump, I say. The laughter stops. He leans forward. The generator hums. The burning oil smell is suffocating. The sub-sump. His voice is low. We're looking for a new way to die. The rumor, I say. The clean water. He snorts. The old runner's myth. So you are a fool. I'll pay. With what he gestures to my ragged clothes. Your boot. Your mask. That cough, I am silent. He smiles. For a trip that deep. For a guide who won't just slit your throat and take your filter. He taps his fleshy chin. 20 bricks. Synth paste. In advance. 20. My blood runs cold. That is 10 shifts. That is 20 days of food. I have 2. I don't have it, I say. Then get out, he growls. Stop wasting my air. He turns away. The deal is done. It's over. I should go. Back to the pod. Back to the rake. But I don't move. I stand in his greasy yellow light. I think of the blue water. I think of the pale, mutated hand in the grate. I think of the siren that will scream in just a few hours. Scrape. Sift. Drop. Scrape. Sift. Cough. Die. No. I have something else, I say. He doesn't turn back. I don't take scrap metal for special passage, fool. The value is wrong. It's not scrap. My body chooses that moment to betray me. The cough hits. It's not the tickle. It's not the click. It is a storm. It doubles me over. I put my hand on the metal stall to stay upright. The air won't come in. Click. Click. Rattle. Gasp. It's loud. It echoes in the small, crowded space. The burning oil smell fills my head. I'm dizzy. I am going to fall. The Gilder turns back, annoyed. Guards, he starts to say. Get this. This sick. The cough subsides. I am left shaking, gasping for the foul air. My lungs are on fire. I have seconds. I know I am dying. Maybe not tonight. Maybe not tomorrow. But the Sump has me. The rot is in. If I am going to die, I will die seeing it. Wait, I gasp. I drop to one knee. Not in prayer. My hand goes to my boot, to the loose liner. What is this, a joke? The Gilder snaps. I stand up. My hand is shaking. I open it. The blue glass shard rests on my palm. Under the single yellow greasy bulb, it shines. It is not a color I have ever seen in the Sump. It is a deep, perfect, impossible blue. It drinks the yellow light and glows. The Sump gate goes silent. The bargaining stops. The whispers stop. The only sound is the generator hum and the Gilder's breathing. He leans in. His main two eyes are wide. His third eye, the one on his forehead, it twitches. It slowly opens. It is milky and blind, but it stares at the glass. Glass, he whispers. He is confused. This is the Sump, idiot. We have. His voice trails off. He reaches out a thick finger but stops. He doesn't touch it. He has never seen anything like it. It is clean. It is perfect. What is this? My voice is a rasp. I am empty from the cough, but I have the power. For 1 second. From up Hive, I gasp. From the sky, his eyes lock on mine. He believes me. He wants it. He wants it more than he wants food, or bullets, or power. He wants the one thing the Sump cannot make. It will trade for much, he whispers to himself. His eyes narrow. He is a businessman again. The guide, I say. Yes, he says. For the glass. No, the Gilder says. My stomach drops. Not for the glass, he says, his voice silky. The glass is too valuable for one guide. The glass is for the water. I don't understand. You go. You find this clean water. You come back. You bring me a map. You bring me a sample. And then he says, I take the glass, and I give you your life. And if I don't come back, I ask. The Gilder smiles. If you don't come back, your debt is paid. Your contract is sold to the Corpse Guild. They will harvest your body. They will be paid. He is giving me a leash. He is not buying my glass. He is buying my hope. And the guide, I ask. He is my assurance. He will show you the way. He will make sure you return, or he will bring your body back for processing. This is the trade. My one piece of humanity. For a chance. Yes, I say. The Gilder nods. He slams his hand on a metal plate. A figure detaches itself from the shadows. It's not a man, it's a mutant. Tall, thin, wrapped in rags. Its face is hidden by a mask and goggles, but its limbs are too long. They bend at odd angles. Click, the Gilder says. Take this K-Rat to the Blue Myth and bring him back, dead or alive. The contract is filed. The mutant Click looks at me. It makes a sound, a small, sharp click with its throat. It sounds just like my cough. It turns. It walks away from the Sump gate, away from the light of the burning oil, into a tunnel where no light reaches. I put the blue glass back into my boot. It feels cold now. I follow the mutant into the dark. The light from the Sump gate is gone. It wasn't a fade, it was a cut. 1 second, the greasy yellow glow was on my back. The next, there was nothing. A solid, pressing, physical black. It's not the dark of my pod. That is just shadow. This is an absence. It presses on my goggles. It tries to get into my mask. And the sound of the Hive. The great, deep, endless drone of the forges and the vents and the machines. The vibration that has lived in my bones for my entire life. It is gone. For the first time, there is silence. It is so total, so empty. It feels like a pressure. It rings in my ears. The silence is louder than the siren. I can't hear the hive, but I can hear him. Click. His movement is not the sound of boots. It's a soft, wet slush, slush, slush. He moves through the ankle-deep mud. I am waiting. He is gliding. He belongs here. I am trespassing. I take a step. My boot sinks. The mud is thick, a chemical sludge. It sucks at my leg trying to hold me. It is cold. A deep, wet cold that feels like it's burning. I pull my foot free. The sound is a loud, obscene schloop. It echoes. It sounds like a scream. Click stops. He is 10 feet ahead. I can't see him. I just feel him stop. He turns. He makes the sound. Click. One sharp, quiet warning. I am too loud. I am a disease in this place. He moves again. I follow the sound of his passing. We walk. I don't know for how long. Time died with the light. My eyes strain trying to tear a hole in the black. My head aches. And then I see it. Not light. A stain. A faint, sick green glow on the tunnel walls. It's moss. A bioluminescent slime that coats the rock. It gives off just enough light to see the shape of the tunnel. It is an ancient service pipe. The ceiling is low. The walls are slick with the green glowing ooze. This is the sub-sump, the foundations. The walls feel like they are closing in. The air is wet. It is not air. It is a heavy, damp blanket. My filter mask feels clogged. I am suffocating. I stop. I put my hand on the wall. The glowing moss is cold and slimy. It feels like dead skin. It's too dark, I whisper. My voice is dead. It doesn't echo. It just falls. I can't breathe. Click stops. He's just a shape. Taller than a man, thinner. He cocks his head. Click, click. Then a voice. It is not a human voice. It's hard. Like pebbles dropping on metal. A series of clicks shaped into words. Breathing. Is privilege. He pauses. Breathe. Less. Click. Go. He turns and melts back into the green black. I am alone. No. He is just ahead. I follow. He isn't human. He doesn't need light. He doesn't seem to need air. I feel the rattle in my chest. My own cough. The Sump cough. I try to hold it. I can't. It rips out of me. Click, click, rattle. The sound is a bomb. In this dead, silent tunnel, my cough is a betrayal. It echoes. It bounces off the walls. Click, click, click. It sounds like a dozen mutants. It sounds like something else. My blood is ice. Click is back. I don't see him move. He's just here. His hand covers my mouth. It is not a hand. It is too long. The fingers are spidery. They are strong. He shoves me, hard, against the slimy wall. He presses his long body next to mine. Still, he clicks. The sound is a bare whisper. I am frozen. He's listening. My cough. It woke something. I listen. My heart is a hammer against my ribs. The silence is gone. There's a new sound. Ahead. In the deep dark. A scraping. A wet, heavy skittering. It is not the sound of boots in mud. It is the sound of claws on rock. It is not one. It is many. It's not a machine. It is something moving. It is something alive. Click's hand tightens on my shoulder. He slowly pulls a small, pitted stone from his belt. He scrapes it hard against a buckle. The stone bursts into a bright, violent, chemical blue flame. A flare. He throws it. The blue light sails down the tunnel. It lands in the mud 20 yards ahead, hissing and sputtering. It illuminates the tunnel. It illuminates the ceiling. The ceiling is moving. It is a rippling carpet of pale, segmented legs, of black, shining compound eyes. Sump spiders, hundreds of them, the size of my fist, the size of my head. One in the center is the size of a man, and they are coming. They are running towards the light, towards us. The blue flare dies. It sputters in the mud. The blackness crashes back in heavier this time. But I saw them. I saw them. My legs are locked. I am frozen. Go, Click hisses. A hand strong and spidery shoves my back. It breaks the spell. I run. I am blind. I am just running into the dark away from the skittering. I fall. My knee hits rock. A sharp white pain. The mud is on my face. It burns. It tastes like batteries. I scramble up. The sound is behind me. A dry, clicking, chittering ocean of legs. It is the sound of hunger. It is the sound of the Sump. This way, Click's voice is sharp. A new light flares. Green. He threw another stone. It illuminates a crack in the wall. A hole. It is barely wide enough for a man. He shoves me towards it. In. Now. I don't hesitate. I throw myself at the opening. I scrape through rock tearing at my clothes. Click is right behind me. He slides in like an eel. The skittering is loud. It's right at the entrance. A spider the size of my head scrambles into the opening. Its black, wet eyes are shining in the green light. Click slams his foot hard. There is a wet, satisfying crunch. The spider jerks. It falls. He kicks it out. Move, he clicks. We are in a new tunnel. This one is small. I have to crawl. Behind us, I can hear them. The scraping and clicking at the entrance to the crawl space. They are too big. Most of them. I crawl. My hands are raw. My knee is screaming. I don't care. I crawl. The green light from Click's flare dies. We are in the black again. But there is a new sound. Not skittering. A low, deep, rushing, and a light. Ahead. Not green. Not yellow. A pale silver-blue glow. And the air is different. It's not thick. It's not wet and foul. It's cool. It smells like stone, like damp stone, and nothing else. It is the first time in my life I have smelled nothing. I crawl faster. I reach into my boot. My fingers are numb. I pull it out. The blue glass shard. I hold it up. In the total absolute blackness, it is nothing. It does not glow. It does not shine. It is just a cold, sharp piece of trash. It is not the sky. It is not the water. It is just glass. A lie I told myself. My one single stupid hope, and it is worthless. I want to throw it. I want to hurl it into the black and let it vanish. My hand raises. I stop. I can't. It is the only thing I have. Even if it's a lie. It is my lie. I close my fist around it. The sharp edges cut into my palm. The pain is real. It is not the cough. It is not the need. It is sharp. It is clean. It is grounding. I hold it. I stand up. My legs are shaking. I am not looking for hope. I am not looking for the sky. I am looking for the way back, to pay the debt. I am a K-rat, and I will die as a K-rat. But I will die. On contract. I walk. The ache is a fire. The cough is a hammer. My hand is bleeding around the glass. I do not know how long I walk. An hour, a day. I am on autopilot. My body is shutting down. The need, it's winning. My vision is tunneling. My legs, they won't hold me. I stumble. I fall to my knees. The mud splashes my face. I can't get up. This is it. This is the tunnel. This is the skeleton. I am going to die here, alone, in the dark, with a worthless piece of glass in my hand. Click, I breathe. I'm sorry. I fall forward. My face hits the cold sludge. The world is ending. The black is total. No, not total. I smell it. Before I see it. The sharp, acrid smell of a cheap battery. A familiar smell. A light. Not the silver-blue glow of the miracle. Not the green, sick light of the moss. A dirty, wavering, yellow-brown light. The light of a sump torch. It shines on the wall far down the tunnel. It is coming. Towards me. Footsteps. Heavy. Boots. Not cultists. Not click. I try to call out. A wet, strangled click is all that comes out. The light hits me. It is blinding. Here, a voice barks. A rough sump voice. Found one. This is it. The K-rat. Alive, another voice. Barely. Got the cough. Bad. A boot kicks my side. I groan. Alive enough. The gilder wants his contract. Hands. Rough hands. Grabbing my arms. They haul me up. They are dragging me. I am saved. I am saved. By the gilder's patrol. They are dragging me back to the cage. I am too weak to feel anything, except the cut in my hand. I am still holding the glass. I am going back. The light is yellow and greasy. It is the single sputtering bulb over the gilder's throne of junk. I am back at the sump gate. I am kneeling. My hands are bound in front of me. A cold, rusted chain is looped around my neck, the other end held by one of his guards. The air smells of burning oil and ozone. It is the smell of my cage. I am shaking. The need for the up-hive water is a fire in my blood. The click in my lungs is a constant dry rattle. I am a broken thing. The gilder's patrol stands behind me. The gilder sits on his throne. He is looking at something in his huge, fleshy hand. He's looking at the blue glass. The guard took it from my fist while I was unconscious. He holds it up to his single sleeping third eye. He holds it under the yellow light. It doesn't shine. Here, in this greasy, false light, it is just a dull, dark shard. It is just trash. Like me. So the gilder's voice rumbles. He lowers the glass. He looks at me. His two main eyes are cold. His third eye remains closed. He's not happy. My best runner, he says. My property. Click. Gone. A patrol sent to find you. Wasted resources. And you. Return. He shakes his head. The contract is void. I am silent. My breathing is a wet rasp. Click is dead, he continues. His contract is void. His debt is his own. But your contract, He leans forward. Your contract was for a map, a sample, proof. You return with nothing. You return less than nothing. You are in breach. I should be terrified. I should be begging. I feel nothing. The world is a dull yellow throb of pain. The cough, the need. It is all just static. I have nothing, I whisper. My voice is a ruin. Nothing, the Gilder repeats. He scoffs. You are Sump trash. You are nothing. But nothing still has a price. He taps his massive chin. Your debt for the guide. Your debt for the rescue patrol. It is significant. More than you can earn in 10 lifetimes of scraping. The corpse guild he muses they will pay. They love fresh bodies. The ones who haven't rotted too much. He looks at me. He hears the click, click, click of my breathing. He wrinkles his nose. Though your lungs are damaged goods. He holds up the blue glass shard. I'm taking this, he says, as interest on your failed contract. He closes his massive fist around it. The blue is gone. I watch it disappear. It is the final closing of a door. The last light. Extinguished. I don't react. It was never mine. Nothing is. So K88, the Gilder says, you have no hope, you have no guide, you have only a debt and a body that is failing. The corpse guild is waiting. He smiles. Or he leans in his voice a conspiratorial whisper. Or you can work for me. The debt becomes permanent. You will never pay it, but you will not be given to the grinders. Not today. I look at him. This is the choice. A fast death or a slow one. What? Work, I rasp. You've been there, he says. You've seen the myth. You know the tunnels. You know the trap. His smile widens. You know the way. You are experienced. I understand. My blood runs cold. Colder than the lake. The runner's myth, he says. It is a good story. It brings in so many hopeful fools. They all need a guide. He wants me to be Click. He wants me to lead the other desperate dying K-rats into the dark, to the false miracle, to the spiders, to the cult, to their deaths. You will lead them, he says, and I will take their hope. And you will live. One more cycle. As my property. This is the price. My life for theirs. I think of Click. He died for the contract. I will live for it. I am worse than the Gilder. I am the tool. Yes, I say. The word has no meaning. It is just a sound. A final surrender. Good. The Gilder grunts. He gestures. A guard yanks the chain on my neck. He snaps something onto my throat. It is cold. Metal. A collar. A simple rusted ring. It is marked with the Gilder's sign. I'm no longer K88. I'm just property. Go back to your pod, the Gilder says. Rest. The shift is waiting. And K-Rat? I stop. Try not to die. Your body belongs to me now. It would be an inconvenient loss of assets. The guards push me. I stumble out of the yellow light, out of the sump gate. I walk back into the dregs. The chain is gone. But the collar is tight. It chafes. It is my new life. It is my new shift. The cough racks my body. I am just a walking debt. I am just a ghost wearing a collar. I am home. The drip. Clang. Pause. Clang. The gantry. Level 9. The air is wet, ash and ozone. The rake is in my hands. The handle is stiff with old sweat. Nothing has changed. The siren screamed. The shift began. I am in the same place. Time has passed. I do not know how much. Months, maybe years. There are no calendars in the dregs. There are only cycles. The cycle of the siren. The cycle of the scrap. The cycle of the paste. I have lived through hundreds of cycles. Thousands. The faces on the gantry change. The man who was J12 is gone. The man who was J13 is gone. Now there is a K89. They come. They scrape. They cough, they fall. I do not. I am permanent. The collar around my neck is cold. It is a part of my skin now. I don't even feel it chafe. It is my purpose. My debt is not paid. It will never be paid. At the end of the shift, I do not go to the scrap heap. A guard with the Guilder's mark meets me at the gantry end. He takes my bucket. He gives me 1 brick of paste. No weighing, no argument. The debt is infinite. The ration is guaranteed. I have traded hope for consistency. It is the Sump's greatest bargain. But I am not the same. I am worse. I am hollow. I am a shell filled with the Sump. The blue glass is gone. The man who saw the sky is gone. The man who felt the miracle. He is gone too. Only K-88 remains. The asset, the property, and the cough. The cough is my new companion. It is not an invader anymore. It is me. It is the rhythm of my work. The sound of the gantry used to be scrape, sift, drop. Now it is scrape, click, sift, rattle, drop, wheeze. The sound of my lungs is perfectly synchronized with the sound of my rake. I am a part of the machine. I am the gear that coughs, the low industrial drone of the Hive, and the low wet rattle of my chest. We are one. We are the sound of the Sump. The new sifter K-89 works next to me. He is young. He still has fear. He still flinches when the sludge splashes the gantry. He is drinking from his canteen. He stops. He gags. He whispers to me, his voice shaking. The water, it tastes wrong today. I do not stop scraping. I do not look at him. The hand in the grate. The old rumor. The fight in the pod. It is a circle. It always comes back. I am just further down the drain. My voice is not a voice. It is the sound of rust and phlegm. It always tastes wrong. I rasp. He flinches from my voice. He goes back to scraping. He will learn. Or he will fall. Does not matter. This is not a cough anymore. This is the rot. It is not just in my lungs. It is in my bones. I am not dying from the Sump. I am becoming it. My skin is gray. My eyes are dull. I am a part of the decay. A walking, scraping, breathing piece of the rot. And the Guilder, he has work for me. Sometimes at the end of a shift, the guard does not give me paste. He gives me a name, a different K-Rat. One who heard a rumor. One who wants to find the blue shining lie. And I take them. I am the new clique. I lead them down, into the dark. I show them the spiders. I show them the cult. Some, I leave. Some, I bring back. Broken. And the Guilder takes their hope. I am the bait in the trap. This is my new shift. This is my new job. I am the rot. I am at Lattice 4G, my old friend. The smell of decay is strong. It smells like me. I lean over the grate. The blockage is thick. I brace myself. I pull. The cough comes. It is not the click. It is a tear. A deep, hot tearing sensation inside my chest. The world goes white. Pain, not the dull ache. A sharp new pain. I drop the rake. It clangs on the metal. I fall to my knees. My body convulses. Gasp. Tear. Hack. I spit. It lands on the gantry floor. It is not slime. It is not spit. It is blood. Thick and dark. It's black in the gloom mixed with the green-black poison from the vat below. The first time. I have seen others do this. It is the last sign. The rot is complete. I am full. The machine is done with me. I stare at the puddle. My blood. My life. Spilled on the rust. K-89 is staring at me. His eyes are wide with terror. He is seeing his future. I look at the blood. I look at my rake. I'm not afraid. I'm not sad. I feel annoyed. It broke my rhythm. It interrupted the scrape. I wipe my mouth on my sleeve. The sleeve is already stiff. I pick up the rake. The work is not done. The scraping continued. Lattice 4G. My old friend. The place where the hand was. The place where the shift began. It is where the cycle ends. The air is the same. Wet ash, ozone, and the smell of decay. My smell. The rake feels heavy. It feels like it is made of stone. I try to lift it. My arms, they do not obey. The muscle is gone. The rot has eaten it all. I am just a skeleton wrapped in rags held together by phlegm. The cough starts. It is not a cough. It is the end. A final deep tearing spasm. My lungs are trying to crawl out of my throat. They are trying to escape. There is no air. There is only the click, the sound of a machine running dry. The rake falls from my hand. It hits the gantry. Clang. The sound is so loud, it echoes. Then, I fall. My knees hit the rust. I am on all fours. K-89, the sifter next to me, stops. He makes a small animal sound of fear. He takes a step back. He does not help. He knows the rule. You do not touch the broken parts. You wait for the recycle team. I collapse fully. I am on my side. My cheek is pressed against the cold iron of the walkway. It feels solid. The vast industrial drone of the Hive. It seems far away. The world has become very small. It is just this patch of rust. And the pain. The fire in my lungs. The deep aching need for the Hive water. It is gone. The fire is out. There is only the cold. I am so tired. A sound. Not the drone. Not my cough. A familiar sound. Clang. Pause. Clang. The drip. The clock. It is still working. The machine. It is eternal. I am not. I am lying. Just under it. A drop of chemical water forms on the pipe above me. It hangs in the dark. It grows heavy. It falls. It lands on my forehead. It is so cold. It is not the cold of the lake. It is the cold of the sump. The drop runs down the side of my face, over my temple, past my eye. It reaches my cracked lips. I taste it. It tastes of nothing. Not metal, not oil, not chemicals, just wet and cold. My stiff, cracked lips. They try to smile. A weak, impossible smile. A final, stupid, beautiful joke. I was wrong. Clean. My last thought. It was always clean. My breathing is a whisper, a small rattle. Then, it is not. It stops. The gantry is silent. K-89 is frozen. The silence stretches. It is peaceful. Clang. The drip. The silence. Then, the crackle. The Vox speaker on the wall. The metal mouth. Worker K-88. Non-responsive. A pause. Static. Asset K-88 has expired. Send recycle. Not a death. An expiration. An administrative adjustment. The debt is cleared. I hear them. The heavy rhythmic sound of boots on the gantry. The recycle team. They do not run. They walk. This is just their shift. Rough hands grab my boots. They begin to drag me. My head bumps on the iron. The collar. The gilder's collar. It scrapes against the rust. I am just scrap. Another piece of metal for the pile. The cycle is complete. As they drag my body away, K-89 watches. He is shaking. Another Vox crackle. Worker K-89. Reassign. Lattice 4G. He looks at the spot where I fell, at the small, dark puddle of my blood. He picks up his rake. He steps into my place. He begins to scrape, sift, drop. His rake hits something. It is not sludge. It is not bone. He leans down. He pushes the grime away with his glove. It is a small, bent piece of metal. Worthless. But it is shiny. And it is blue. A flake of ancient blue paint clinging to the worthless shard. He looks at it. He looks around. No one is watching. He quickly He picks it up. He slips it into his pocket. The work continued.